I went 120 hours without food and I documented the whole thing. But before we get into that, I'm going to explain to you guys why I did it. First and foremost, it was because of accountability. That was the main reason I decided to do this. Accountability for taking my health and my well-being seriously. Accountability for allowing myself to become overweight and just be bloated all the time. I was just sick of feeling bloated all the time. No matter what I ate, I just felt bloated. And it was just something I couldn't handle. Something had to change. And so I figured this would be a good jump start. Secondly, this fast is going to allow my body to reset so that I can continue on with a healthy lifestyle going forward. I can't be the man that I need to be for my family if my health and well-being is not taken care of and if I'm not prioritizing that. Now, I will admit that it was difficult, but never once did I falter or did I think that I was just going to quit. Once I have something in my mind, I'm going to do it, and that's just the way it's going to be. So what you're going to see next is going to be a vlog of basically documenting the entire 5 days of me going through this fasting period. Now, before I jumped into this fast, I did sit down and I did do a bunch of research, and these are the benefits that they say a 5-day fast can help with. Number one, decreased insulin levels. That potentially could improve insulin sensitivity and reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Number two, it can kill pathogens like Candida, which Candida is a fungus that is in the yeast family. Number three, reduction in neural and general inflammation. Number four, autophagy activation. This is a process where damaged cells are recycled and removed, which could promote cell repair. Number five, it has a potential to have cognitive benefits. Research shows that fasting may improve cognitive function and may protect against neurodegenerative diseases. Number six, metabolic health improvement, meaning that it may lead to positive changes in cholesterol and blood pressure changes. And number seven, weight loss. Although weight loss is a good after effect of this, that's not the entire intent of it. Again, as I mentioned, it was for me to be able to reset my body, to be able to continue on with that healthy lifestyle. Quick disclaimer, guys, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician. I'm just some random dude on YouTube who did this 5-day fast to jumpstart his healthy lifestyle. If you want to do this, or if you're thinking about doing this, I highly encourage you to talk to your doctor and get some readings, get some medical advice before you attempt to do this on your own. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the vlog. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Day one today. Starting off at 214 pounds.
My last meal was at 7 p.m. last night, and it is now 8:30 in the morning. I got up, took a shower, I'm working right now, just started my work day. I got my water, so we're gonna start off with that. I feel okay, I'm not too hungry. Normally we go to eat on Monday mornings for breakfast, my wife and I, but today we're not gonna do that, so no hunger yet, we'll see. So it's about 2:30 in the afternoon on day one. It's been about almost 20 hours since I had my last meal. I think for the most part, I'm okay with fasting. I've kind of been intermittent fasting anyway. So I don't see much of a difference. Well, let me backtrack that. I normally don't have a problem with intermittent fasting since I do it periodically anyway. However, I think because knowing that I'm actively thinking about this 5-day fasting period, I think I'm getting hungry. So earlier in the morning, I did get a little bit of hunger spike, and then I quickly got busy. I was doing some work and some other things, and so that was the key to allowing me to push through and not really think about the hunger of the food. But even now, still a little bit hungry. I am a little bit hungry right now, but nothing too crazy. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, from a hunger standpoint, I'm probably somewhere at around a 5. So we'll see how it goes. Guys, so 6:36 on day one. Once I started doing other content stuff and of course my regular 9 to 5, I got really busy. The hunger, I just completely forgot about it, to be honest, and I'm not really that hungry right now. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably somewhere at, I don't know, 3 or 4, so I'm not overly hungry. I know I'll get really hungry probably in a couple of hours, which is usually when that happens. So by 7 or 8 o'clock, I'll start to get hungry, but that's when I'll continue to drink my water and just focus on other things. I definitely have still a lot of things to do today to finish up and tie up some loose ends from a content creation standpoint, but also just tying up some last minute things from work as well. So overall though, I'm okay. I'm not super tired, like I said, but I've been busy pretty much all day. So I didn't get a chance to go out and walk today like I wanted to, but definitely tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'll report in tomorrow morning and let you guys know how I'm doing. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but real quick, there's a couple different things I want to talk to you about. Number one is that, did you know that 86% of you that watch this channel are not subscribed? So A, I want to thank you so much for being here and watching my content. It means more than you'll ever know. And B, if you could do me a huge favor and like and subscribe, it's going to help me grow within YouTube. The second thing I want to talk to you about is if you're somebody that is looking to start working out, but maybe you don't know what kind of workouts you need to do, or you have very minimal equipment. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't need a ton of equipment to get started and have an effective workout. All you really need is maybe a set of kettlebells or a set of dumbbells, or even body weight exercises, and you could still get a very good workout in. If you're interested, over my 10 plus years of being active and working out, and plus my former personal training background and my CrossFit coaching background, I've compiled a list of 20 workouts that require minimal to no equipment, and you can find those in the link below, and they're completely free. So if it's something you'd be interested, go ahead, click that link and download those 20 workouts. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get back to the conversation. It's 7:30 in the morning. I'm about to go for my walk. It's gonna be like a 40 minute walk, about 2.5 miles. Nothing too crazy, but I didn't do anything yesterday. And right now it's about like mid 40s, which is great weather. The sun's out, so I'm excited to go get some sun and take my walk. But I will say that last night I did sleep 9.5 hours and I felt really good. I feel like I slept really well. I feel energized, I feel good. So let's just see how long that lasts with day 2 of no food here. I did go to sleep early on purpose yesterday because I knew I was getting hungry. I'd seen my wife eat dinner. I smelled the dinner that she was making, which was just a vegetable soup, but it smelled delicious. So I purposely went to sleep early, and I know that once I go lay down into the bed, I'm generally pretty quick to go to bed, to sleep. So that happened, and it was around, I don't know, I want to say close to 9:30. So that's very early for me. Generally, I'm in bed around 10:30, 11 o'clock. It just depends. I think the latest I go to bed is probably around midnight, and that's just one of those days where I'm just stuck doom scrolling on some social media. So if anything, this has changed a little bit of the habits too. I do really feel good about the way that I slept. I didn't wake up this morning hungry, so I'm okay. We'll just see how it goes after this walk, and I'll check in with you guys later. Day 2, 12:45 p.m. in the afternoon. Just taking my quick break for my lunch break, which consists of drinking some water with some salt. Overall, I feel okay. I don't feel tired. I don't feel, my brain doesn't feel foggy or anything like that. So it's been busy today. It was busy yesterday. And I think that's the key, just staying busy so that my mind is off of eating. But even then, I've had some hunger growls earlier this morning, just after my walk. So I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I think my hunger level right now is probably somewhere around a 4 or 5. So not too bad. So it's pretty good. I don't feel any major difference in my body per se with regards to like inflammation or anything like that. And this might be TMI, but I did have a pretty decent bowel movement earlier. And I haven't had one like that for a very long time. I would say years. So that's progression, I think. I don't know if it's just because I don't know, right? It's been over 24 hours. We're in day 2, so all of that is obviously playing a role to an extent. I just don't know to what extent. My walk this morning was fantastic. It was super chill. It wasn't a fast-paced walk. It was a very slow tempo walk. It took me almost 45 to 50 minutes. It was about 2 miles, so it was pretty chill, pretty easy walk, but it felt really good to get the sun into my face. It's not been very sunny here in the Chicagoland area for some time because we are in the middle of winter, but I think overall everything is good. So from the research that I've done before, it seems like usually day 1 and day 2 is where people struggle the most, but I haven't really struggled that bad, so it's not been too bad for me. I'm curious to see what day 3 and 4 comes when the anticipation of being able to eat hits me. But I guess, like I said, overall, I feel pretty good, not tired, no major changes to my brain functionality or anything from that perspective. 5:45, still day 2 here. Work day's over, did some editing. Now we're going out for an evening stroll with my wife. Say hi. She's not doing the fast with me, but she's definitely interested to see how it goes for me. Still no hunger pains. I've had some growling this afternoon. Whenever I do get hungry, I find something for myself to do so that I can stay busy, and it kind of forces me to just forget. Right now I'm doing okay. I think hunger level for me at this point is, I don't know, I'd say a 5 or a 6. But I know the evenings are probably the worst for me, and that's when I'll get the most hungry. So we'll see how it goes there. But overall, still pretty good. I'm not feeling any major side effects, no tiredness. So I'm pretty happy with that. Normally I don't weigh myself, but this morning I was just curious. After my morning walk and right before I jumped into the shower, I weighed myself. So if you guys remember, I started at 214 pounds, which is a lot for my size. But this morning when I weighed myself, I was down to 208, which is pretty surprising, 6 pounds down from just, it's been over 24 hours. I'd say it was about closer to 40 hours that I was in the fast that I saw that, but it's not something I'm going to do on a daily. Yes, the weight loss is a good side effect of this, but more importantly, what I want to get out of this is being able to get rid of my inflammation that I have and repair my gut biome. That's the most important thing for me. I think it's just going to help me reset and be able to prep myself for better nutrition overall. Day 2 so good. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I think I feel like day 4 and 5 with the anticipation, and I think I mentioned this earlier, I'm probably going to start to get more hunger pains, but we'll see how it goes. I think for the rest of the week, I plan to do another walk tomorrow morning, and I may do some light calisthenics tomorrow, some push-ups and squats, but we'll see how it goes. I might want to give it a shot, but generally after I work out, when I have a workout like that, I am pretty hungry, so I don't know. It's been advised that you generally want to keep very minimal exercise going on. No super heavy weights, because you obviously don't want to tax your system completely. So this week is going to be a light exercise week for me. And then next week I'll definitely hit the weights again. All right, guys. So it's 9 o'clock right now. I think, 9. Gosh, let me see. I did go through a spurt of hunger probably about half an hour ago. Probably hunger level was probably somewhere up there around 8. So, but as soon as I got busy again, as soon as I started working on the computer and transferring files, I quickly forgot. And right now I think I'm at, I don't know, I'd say probably hunger level about 5, 6. So the bad thing is that it's 9 and I'm not even close to starting to wind down. So I think I'm going to shut it off for the day, or at least looking at screens for the night. And I'm probably just going to hang out with my wife and decompress for the rest of the night. Hopefully I'll get tired here within the next hour or so I can get some sleep. So overall, guys, still feeling pretty good for the most part. No grogginess, no tiredness, no headaches, no adverse side effects that I can tell. I'm just going to continue to keep going. It's day 2, still 3 more days to go. So we'll see. Gosh, it feels like such a long time from now, but overall, this is going to be no problem. I should be able to complete it, but I'm not looking forward to if and when this gets harder, because it still seems like it's so far away. I think I'm going to break the fast on Saturday. I may or may not go all the way through Sunday, but that's pushing it. We'll see. More than probably just 5 days, but just a quick update before I decompress and go to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning. It's 9:03 a.m. We're day 3 today, and I woke up actually not hungry at all, to be honest. More thirsty than anything, but I think last night's... So let me just backtrack. Last night, after I made my last update, I tried to go to bed early. However, I just laid in bed, and I was actually starting to get tired. However, I just laid in bed and I doom scrolled up until probably, 11:30, close to midnight. And then this morning, I woke up somewhere around 4:30 to go to the bathroom, and then after that, I I couldn't go back to sleep. So I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I don't feel overly tired. I did manage to go back to sleep for at least another hour and a half. So I think that made up for it. And then just hanging out with my wife, talking with my wife this morning. So no walk yet, but we'll do a walk later on, I think. And I do have a busy day scheduled today, but we'll see how it goes. Again, I did get really hungry last night around just after, I don't know, I want to say close to 10 o'clock, 10:30. I was really, really hungry, and so I was hoping to get to bed early, but man, like I said, that didn't happen. I also got checked in by a friend of mine that actually just did the fast. He's actually the one who inspired me to do the fast this week. So I did it. He checked in with me. He basically said the same thing that I was saying. Everything went well. He said the third day is when he actually started to get difficult for him. So today is day 3, and we'll see how it goes. No major side effects. No, I don't have any headaches. I definitely do feel less inflamed, at least in my gut area. My face, not so much. I think my face, you can actually even still see that it's inflamed right now. So again, I want to get as much as I can away and then continue, not fasting, but at least reset for nutrition wise and make sure I tighten that nutrition portion up so that I can continue to progress. But overall, it's been a pretty good experience. I can't really complain. Actually, right now, I'm craving a coffee. So I might do a black coffee, but I don't know. I think I've been putting too much salt in the water, but I might bring it down. Either case, like I said, no harmful side effects that I can see or can tell. No overly tired, no nothing like that. So I guess that's a good thing. So anyway, checking with you guys around midday.
All right, so 1:40 in the afternoon on day 3, and I just had to come into the office really quick to get a new badge. There's a bunch of people there eating lunch or having their late lunch finishing up, but that definitely sparked some cravings in me. Everything smelled so good. I think that's probably the first time I've had an episode where the hunger was real. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say probably somewhere around an 8, 9. So I'm thankful that the badge, getting a new badge was quick, and so yeah, I was in and out pretty quick. Now I'm gonna head home and finish up the rest of the workday, and then eventually head over to get my walk in, get some light calisthenics in. So we'll see how that goes. After the workout, I generally tend to be hungry. So I don't know what that's going to be like. So interested to see how that goes. We're about halfway through, a couple more days to go, 2.5 more days to be exact. And so I'll continue to keep you guys updated. So it's now half an hour later, it's 2:10. And my entire drive back home, all I've been able to think about is a burger. I'm hungry. Specifically, I'm craving a Wendy's Big Bacon Classic. I don't know if you guys remember that from back in the day. I don't even know if they still have them. I don't really eat Wendy's like that. I remember back in the day, I used to get home from school, grab my bike, go grab $5 because you can get a full meal for under $5. It was like $4.98 or something. And you got the fries and the large Coke or whatever. And I just used to sit there and just max out on that thing. It was so good. It's just not the same as it used to be, but that's not the point. The point is I'm hungry, and all I can think about is food right now and how I would love to eat a burger. I don't know why Wendy's, but that's just what has been stuck with me. So anyway, I'm almost home. I'm going to go ahead and finish up some things at work and then get my workout in, and I'll check in with you guys then.
As I'm getting ready to go out and do my workout, my son just took the pizza out. I don't know how I didn't smell it, but I'm hungry, really hungry.
Resist the temptation. You should go work out.
Super hungry. Look at that. It's not even the best pizza,
But it's pizza and actual solid food, which your body is probably craving pretty badly right now.
guys, 9 p.m. on day 3. I think this is going to be my last update for the night. Just shortly after that clip of the pizza that I was showing you, I was starting to get a headache right up here, a frontal headache, and I was actually contemplating not doing any workout, but I went ahead and pushed through. I did do a very lightweight workout, some body weight stretching, just mobility type stuff, and then some very basic push-ups and squats, body weight. Nothing that overexerted my body. I actually did have a
chamomile tea today, and it was plain, so no sugar, no nothing, and that was pretty good. So we're just hanging out up front, decompress, and I started to actually do some video editing for this particular vlog, which, by the way, is a lot of work. It's more work than I thought it would be, but it'll be interesting. It's my first vlog, so hopefully you guys find this interesting. But again, just aside from the headache, I haven't gotten tired. I'm hoping to wind down soon. I'm hoping I can get to bed fairly soon. So I'm gonna probably try to lay down. And then tomorrow, I am going to get up in the morning and I am 100% gonna go for a walk, get some of that sun, and I will report back in the morning. So if you guys are still around for this video this far, I appreciate you guys watching. Misery loves company. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning. 7:15 in the morning, day 4. I went to sleep pretty early yesterday. I think I was asleep by 10:20-ish, something like that. I went to lay down pretty early, so that's good. I was hoping to get a full 8 hours today, or last night. But actually ended up waking up at like 4 in the morning, hit the bathroom, and then after that I was just kind of laying there, in and out. I did manage to fall back asleep for maybe, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. And I finally said, screw it, woke up, and then just started getting some stuff ready around the house and getting prepped for my walk. And now I'm just doing the walk here. Should take me about 45-50 minutes. It's a pretty light pace, nothing too crazy, just to get out and move, do something. I will say that I did wake up this morning with hunger pains. I'm actively hungry right now, but it's not terrible. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, probably at a 5 or a 6. Not as bad as yesterday night when I smelled the pizza. Like I said, dinner time is usually probably going to be the worst because the smell's in the house and everybody else is eating. However, I never thought I'm just going to give in, I'm just going to give up. That's not a thought in my mind. I'm going to see this thing through for the 5 days. I don't know if a 5-day it's good, it's beneficial. I'm definitely seeing the inflammation go way down, but after the 5-day fasting period, the real work starts, right? Getting rid of some of that fat that I've accumulated by dialing in that nutrition. And I think that has to happen. So I'm sick of just eating anything, right? Even if it's meat and veggies or something that's considered healthy. I typically minimize the carbs, but even after I ate, I don't know, eggs and steak, I'd still feel bloated. Maybe it's in my best interest to take one of those tests where you can determine if you have any food allergies. I think that was the main motivator for this whole thing, was not feel full, not feel bloated all the time after eating. It's not a good feeling. It sucks. I don't know if a 5-day fast would be something that I do all the time, but I do definitely want to implement either a 3-day fasting period or even just a 24-hour fasting period. I think even just cleansing yourself of that inflammation and that nastiness or whatever, 24-hour cleanse is probably 24-hour either cleanse or water fast, whatever. It's probably a good thing to implement maybe once a month. I think that's certainly doable. If I do decide to do an extended fast, at some point, it'll definitely be later on in the year. I'm thinking fall time, but I guess we'll just kind of see what it plays out, what it looks like, and how I feel. I think I'd probably just do a 3-day, but I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking my thoughts because I'm in the fast, and it's a mental thing, really. It's nothing much more than just that, a mental thing. Sure, the hunger pain gets you, but if you got your mind set up on something and you're gonna do it, it's just gonna happen no matter. However you need to get it done, it needs to get done, and that's just the way it is. That's how I've always been. So once I get to that point where I'm like, something needs to absolutely change, I just dial it in. That's just, I've always been that way. Now, as far as the nutrition goes, I've always known what I need to do. And I'll be honest with you, even after years of personal training and everything, coaching and all that good stuff, I always knew what I had to do from a nutritional standpoint. But I felt like such a fraud because I wasn't following it completely to the T, right? I was like, hey, I love food. I love eating. And I love eating some of the non-healthy stuff too. But I realize as I get older, I can't do that anymore. So now I really have to dial it in. Sure, I don't think that some things in moderation would be okay. But there comes a point to where I tend to take it overboard sometimes. I don't know. That's just the nature of me. Day 4 overall. No headache this morning. The headache went away. We'll see what the day goes on. I don't have a lot of meetings at work today, and I think I'm, for the most part, caught up. There's a few things that I need to take care of. So I think staying actively engaged with my mind and work might be a little tough today, but we'll see. So yeah, day 4. Let's go. I'll talk to you guys later. So it's 2:30 on day 4. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. After my morning walk, started getting to work. My head hurts. I'm hungry. I've been hungry all day. It's not super painful hunger pains, but it's enough that I can tell. I would say probably hunger level somewhere around 7-8 consistently. I can't wait for it to be over. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention this morning is that I had a weird dream last night. I had a dream that I was gonna wake up this morning with a flat stomach and somewhat of a six-pack. Oh, what a dummy. Of course I know it doesn't actually work like that, but I thought it was funny that I actually had that dream. And so, to my disappointment, when I woke up, I didn't have a six-pack. No, in all seriousness, I thought that was a pretty funny dream that I had. I don't know where it came from, but it did. We're basically home stretch for the most part. We're halfway through this day, and it's just tomorrow. Like I said, I'll break the fast on Saturday. I haven't really figured out what I'm gonna break it with, but I'm looking forward to breaking the fast. Nothing else really eventful. I did actually end up being busy at work. I'm still busy. I'm just on a little bit of a break. I needed to get up and walk around a little bit. No, like I said this morning, I am noticing a difference in the body composition, although obviously it's not intended to be something super drastic, but you can definitely see a difference in the inflammation has gone down. I will share the before and after pictures that I take once this is all done on Saturday. I wish I could sit here and tell you that I could feel the cells being repaired, but that's obviously not the case. Not true. You're not going to be able to see that. But all right, that's second update for the day. Probably do one more just before bed tonight. I'll catch you guys in a bit. 9 p.m. day 4. This is definitely the most difficult day of the entire week so far. Good news though is I realized that since I started my fast at 7 p.m. on Sunday, last Sunday, I can break my fast tomorrow at 7 p.m. and I'm definitely gonna do that. It is like I said, today's probably been, it's not probably, it has definitely been the toughest day. I've been hungry pretty much all day. It's hard to explain, but you know when like, you're so hungry that you almost, your stomach starts to feel like upset, and it's almost to the point where you just don't even want to eat anymore. That's what it feels like right now. But I do want to eat, so I don't know if that makes sense or if anybody else has experienced that, but that's what I'm feeling right now. Before I started the fast, I did read that around day 4 and 5 you can do some broth, but I think for me it's just like a tease to get some of that flavor in there. And it doesn't technically break your fast, but it's very mild, so it doesn't spike everything. So I guess you're still in a ketogenic state. And then in order to break the fast, you have to start very small, very clean protein, and then people even suggest doing a ketogenic diet for the following week, which is very manageable. That way you can reap the benefits for a little bit longer, and then you can go ahead and throw in the week after. So that's what I'll do. I don't have a problem with just eating meats and eggs and avocado and stuff like that. So that's what I'll do for the next week, and see what other benefits I'll see from that. And that'll obviously also lead me into just overall a healthier lifestyle, like I mentioned before. So that's the plan. That's the intent. But tomorrow, I am just looking forward to being able to eat at 7 p.m. The good thing is that it's later at 9, so I'll start to wind down and probably read a book, hang out with my wife, and go to sleep. Wake up tomorrow, probably do another walk in the morning if it's nice. I think I felt really good this morning, so I don't see why I can't do another walk, and then get to work, and then hopefully the day goes by quick tomorrow. In either case, this is home stretch, guys. We're so close, so I'm glad that I did this. Like I said, I definitely feel not bloated, but that's obviously because I've not eaten anything. So again, that's also one of the things that I want to see tomorrow, is how that's going to affect me once I actually eat. And I definitely want to do this again. I just don't know if it's going to be a 3-day max, but even 24 hours, you see a huge benefit. So that's probably way more sustainable, and that can be done every so often. So I don't think that that's a bad thing. So day 4 almost done. We'll catch you guys in the morning.
Finally, guys, day 5 is here. It's 10 a.m. in the morning. Sun is out. I feel great. I got awesome rest last night. Went to bed early. And I weighed myself in this morning at 204 pounds. So that's a total of about 10.5 pounds that I lost from, I imagine, probably just purely inflammation and water weight from not eating. So that is insane. I definitely took some pictures as well. And I think the difference is noticeable to an extent, but I think more so than anything, I feel good. My clothes aren't as tight. Now I just have to continue on. Hopefully this definitely sparks some consistency in my nutrition and health moving forward. So I'm not hungry right now. I actually didn't wake up hungry. I did have a chamomile tea this morning. I am drinking obviously plenty of water still. So I'm usually drinking about 2 of those 64-ounce water jugs that I have. And so on a daily basis. But again, I think overall, I think this is a good experience. I think it was great. I'm really just looking forward to being able to eat this afternoon, even though I'm not really hungry. So I think it's going to be a relaxing day. I'm actually watching my nephew right now. So I'll spend some time with him while I'm working as well. So I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. It's 8:40, guys, and I'm finally making my first meal in 5 days. I'm going to be having some eggs and some strawberries and maybe some grapes. I've been looking forward to this, but oddly enough, I'm not super hungry. I feel like I could have done maybe another 2 days or wait till tomorrow, but I think I'm just going to call it here. It's a good run. I saw a lot of benefits, which is what the intent was. I'm really contemplating doing a 24-hour fast, maybe on a weekly basis, just to start the week off. So I might try that, maybe not this Monday, but the following Monday, because this week I'm going to reintroduce the food after this 5-day fast and eat cleaner, and then that's going to be helpful. And for the most part, I think I mentioned this before, I do tend to intermittent fast at least, gosh, I want to say close to 3 to 4 days a week, maybe even 5 days a week. So I think the only time I really eat breakfast is on Monday mornings when my wife and I tend to go out to breakfast. But if we're going to do the intermittent fasting, and I think she wants to do fasting too, and I think she's actually going to try the 5-day fast. I think this whole week she's been doing intermittent fasting, and she'll get home and then she'll make dinner. And I think that's the only time she's eating. So she's basically doing 1 meal a day. But I think she's inspired to try to do this next week, all 5 days. So I'll definitely obviously be here to support her and walk her through everything that she probably needs to get done and just encourage her. I think she saw the inflammation in my body go down, and she felt like she's something that she wanted to do as well. So I'm grateful for her, and I'm grateful that she wants to do it too. So I hope it all goes well for her tomorrow. But more than anything, guys, it's hard to believe that this is coming to an end. The 5 days in the grand scheme of things went by pretty quickly, but maybe that's just me because I'm here getting ready to eat for the first time, which I'm really excited about. So if you guys made it this far, I appreciate you guys sticking around. I'm sure you guys saw the results, and if I inspire anybody to do anything awesome, you should go ahead and do that. Just make sure that you get guidance from your doctor before you actually do it, especially if you have any underlying issues. I am not a medical professional in any way, shape, or form. I'm just some random dude on the internet who did this to jumpstart his nutritional path. So that's it, guys. I appreciate you guys if you guys made it this far again, and best of luck to you. Peace.